Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. Walking through the backside of the montage. And banks are closing accounts for absolutely zero reason. And we've got a lot to cover today. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today, we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold. I'll talk about them a little later. But let's get into it. You know, I have a really big international audience and a lot of professionals that write me and tell me stories about what they're going through from around the world. And Martin is a successful businessman, and his wife Ashley, you know, they run a company, and they bank at a bank called Bank of Queensland in Australia. And this is something that should scare every single one of us, because the Bank of Queensland just sent Martin a letter stating that on August 18th that they're done. We're closing your account. And if you read our terms and conditions, we can close your account for no reason. And what they're doing, and what large banks are doing, is culling accounts. And let's just use round figures. Let's say you've got 1 million accounts at this bank, and we can get it down to 750,000. The exposure and the problems that are eliminated by that mathematically, you know, it helps the bank out. Now, here's the thing. You can sit there and say, oh, Dan, Martin's a deadbeat. Martin's got, you know, serious financial problems or did something wrong at the bank. Nope, not at all. And I'm going to show you the letter. The letter is going to be popped up here. And he got 3 of them. And the reason for that is because he's got an account, his wife has an account, and the business has an account. And I protected everything and blocked it all out so that you guys don't know who this guy is. But this should, you know, scare each and every one of us, because one thing that we talk about is the banks being in trouble. And if you don't believe that, you're kidding yourself. Now, one thing that I always preach is to have multiple accounts, and to make sure that you have a secondary credit union, you've got a bank account, you know, that's unrelated to your regular business account. Have multiple accounts, and you need to have cash put away in case something happens like this. Now, thank God this bank gave them a 4-week notice, not a month. Now notice this. This is 4 weeks from when this is written. So most people are going to sit there and go, oh, the letter was written on the 18th. We've got until the 18th of next month. No, you have 4 weeks. 4 calendar weeks from whenever that letter was written. So people need to get themselves ready and understand that banks are doing this around the globe. Now, in India, there's another bank that is doing the exact same thing, and they're recommending that people pull the money out of the bank, and the story is below, because directors did nefarious things in the account and they can't guarantee the solvency of the bank. Again, when was the last time you checked this stuff? When was the last time you spent 5 minutes and looked at your bank to see where they were at and the stability of it? And we talk about this all the time because we're heading to hell right now. And Jerome Powell himself just said things are going to get much worse before they get better. What happened to transitory, baby? What happened to it's with my friend, don't worry, the check's in the mail, everything's good? No, everything's not good, guys. And the thing that's going to suffer the most is going to be banking. And, you know, again, I really give Martin credit for sending me this letter, because it really, you know, it really just disturbed me on such an epic level. And hey, Dan, I can scan those letters if you want, but think about this. Do you have direct payments? Oh, yeah, I do. I've got, you know, my paycheck's direct deposit. Well, we're going to return that to the source. Could you imagine going to HR or your employer and said, hey, listen, my paycheck was rejected by my bank. Could you reissue it? What a nightmare that would be. How long would that take to get your money? 2 days, 5 days, 2 weeks? Who knows? Okay, who wants to find that out? I don't ever want to hear that. Do you have any direct payments that are going to come out of here that are scheduled to be taken out of this account? Change them immediately. And that's what it says in the letter. So, you know, if you have a balance left over, we'll mail you the bank balance when we're done. Again, guys, Dan, what bank is safe? Okay? We have to believe that everything is precarious right now. And you can sit there and believe this or not believe it, but I believe it. And there's no reason for this bank to just do this willy-nilly. And you can sit there, and I'm going to get bank people write me and the vice president of XYZ saying Martin did something wrong. No, he didn't. This was sent out to tens of thousands of people that we know of right now. So that's horrific, guys. And again, I want to thank Martin and his wife for sending me this, because it's absolutely brilliant to share this with other people. But protect yourself. Make sure you have cash in the house. Make sure that you are ready for what's coming, because we don't know when the financial lockup is going to take place. And if you don't think that there is going to not be a credit freeze someday, you're kidding yourself. So share your thoughts on this so far. There's so much more to cover right now. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold. Let's face it, we're not headed towards a financial crisis. We are living through a financial crisis right now. Even Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Fed, has said one thing, and that is we're going to experience a lot more pain before things get better. Now, you can fight all this. You can get yourself an IRA or 401k that's backed by physical metals, gold and silver. All you need to do is call Patriot Gold at 1-888-330-1431. Ask for your free investor guide, and you can find out exactly how you can get one of these 401ks. Now, here's the thing. Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Bloomberg, JP Morgan have all said the same thing. Things are going to get much more difficult in the future. And with that, the Fed's going to do only one thing, and they're going to raise interest rates. And inflation is going to spike and going to continue to spike. One thing that has stood the test of time has been precious metals. You need a 401k or IRA that's backed by physical metals, and you need to go to the leader. Number one is Patriot Gold. Call them today, 888-330-1431, and get your free investor guide. If you don't want to call, use the link below and let them know that I allegedly sent you. So contact Patriot Gold today and get your free IRA or 401k. Call 888-330-1431 and let them know I allegedly sent you. Now, with horrible customer service like this, one thing that runs rampant is customer complaints. The CFPB, which is the Consumer Federal Protection Bureau, has gotten so many complaints over the course of the last year with horrible bank treatment. And in fact, July of 2022, they had the most amount of complaints, so much so that the banking industry is like, what can we do about this? Well, again, guys, fix the problem with closing these branches, lying to your customers about the financial stability of the bank, less tellers, just horrible customer service all the way around. Things that Martin's experiencing, that's what we're having here. Westpac, another Australian bank, just announced another 122 bank closures. They're going to lose, almost 200 people to layoffs. That's horrible, guys. That is absolutely horrible when you have financial conditions like this and you're just going to act like nothing's wrong. So, everything points to a downturn. I get it. I mean, I read this stuff every day. I report on it. I report on the shenanigans that they tell us everything's great one day and the next day they tell us it's not. But you have to make up your own mind on all this stuff. But I'm telling you, for those of you out there that have your Social Security put into a bank, do not panic. Just make sure you have something set aside, that you have cash that you can get access to. If the bank closed, or if you weren't aware of this and you didn't pay attention to this and you didn't get this letter, you didn't read, I get letters from the bank all the time I don't open. If you're one of those people, you got to be ready for this, because Martin is going to have friends or other people that he knows that are going to wake up one day and they're not going to have a checking account. They're going to go to make a deposit. That account was closed on Thursday. Oh, okay. In this crazy world, one thing that I have had shoved down my throat is BlackRock and Blackstone and Blackridge and all these other names with black in it that are going to buy every house that's going to go into foreclosure. Well, BlackRock just announced that they're not going to do that. They're going to stop buying homes in 38 states. Oh, maybe there's going to be an economic downturn in real estate. Oh, yeah, Dan. Okay. Well, with that, they're going to stop purchasing these properties. And if you don't think that we're going to see a major run on the financial market, and that's going to affect interest rates, it's going to affect mortgages, you're kidding yourself. Think about this. The average $500,000 house right now, payment would be around $2,100 before you get taxes and insurance on that. About $2,100. Right now, that payment today, that payment 2 years ago would be $2,100. Today, that payment would be $1,000 more a month. That's 33% less house that you guys can buy with the same income, with the same money. So you better make more money right now, but you also need to understand how bad this is going to be, because it's going to destroy the average property. Now, again, this is Crazyville here. So, you got houses that go for $15 million in the water, and you've got nuts and things like that that are absolutely completely upside down. But with that, the average house, the new tracks that are being completed right now, those are the ones that are going to have the most problems right now. Now, if you bought your house 2 years ago, we've talked about this. I've talked to realtors. I've talked to lenders. Oh man, if you got a rate in the 2, you're never going to get that again. You better hang on to that house, but don't borrow against it. Be savvy, learn financial, stability and frugalness and things like that. I'm telling you, I cannot emphasize this enough. People just use the house as a cash machine and then can't figure out why they're running into trouble. Right now, HELOCs, the credit lines that people are getting credit lines like they're going out of style right now. Starting these rates, hey, we can get you under 5%. Still, guys, it's going to be the thing that's going to put people upside down and make them lose that home. The mortgages right now that are adjustable right now are completely going to be a massive problem. Think about this. It was 12%, then 14%, then 18%. Now you're seeing these mortgages at almost 30% of the mortgages that are written right now. Okay? Where do I smell that from? 2008, guys. So share your thoughts on this stuff. There's so much more to cover, but it's a beautiful day. We got mom yoga going on, but just the waves. Check this out, guys. Isn't that just stunning? One thing that's crazy with the wave patterns is you get circular waves that go around these rocks and stuff, and you get really big swells out there that are like 5 feet tall that you generally don't see. So it's kind of cool to see this stuff right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. And one thing that people have asked me for a lot is, what's the montage like? And this outside is all free. Everybody can walk out here, and they got the yoga classes on Saturday. They got a painting class over here today. Lots of cool stuff that you can do. But let's take a look inside this place. One thing that you guys have asked a lot about is what's the montage like and what's the inside of it like. And first of all, it's absolutely stunning. And you're allowed to come and walk through the lobby, not buy anything. And if you get here between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., they give you free coffee too. So you can sit in the lobby, use the internet, and just enjoy this place. So it is absolutely stunning. And the views are just amazing. But I'm gonna go back outside and film a little bit more, but you can just see they're getting set up for weddings down here, and people are already starting to claim their spot for the pool. Just really nice up here, it really is. But again, take advantage of things like this in your own community. You'd be surprised how many resorts will let you walk in, sit down, use the lobby, and use the internet for absolutely free. So check it out. But this place is the best. Now, when it comes to retail, we are seeing the same problem being echoed by many different businesses. The average consumer is trying to hang on right now, and they're doing semi-okay. when it comes to getting by right now and accepting that we are in this inflationary spike for the rest of our lives. But what we're seeing is large companies like Nordstrom say, we are seeing the wealthier clients that are doing okay. It's the middle to low tier clients that are not purchasing anything. So much so that one thing that's really popular with Nordstrom's is that they have Nordstrom's rack and they have clearance items inside the regular Nordstrom stores that are not being purchased right now. And that is a huge sign. Eric Nordstrom, the CEO of the company, said, this is a concern. This is a major problem right now that people are not purchasing the clearance items. And they see that the biggest problem, the biggest segment in the economy that's going to be affected by this are the low-end clientele right now. Now, this is being echoed by other retailers, AT&T, Macy's. They're saying the same thing. People that are the lower end clients are not purchasing anything, and it's echoing through companies even like McDonald's right now that they're just not buying things. They're spending less and less and less. The average person is hurting right now financially, does not have the money to make it right now. And they're being affected and squeezed from every direction. They're being squeezed from gas prices, energy prices, less hours at work. And this is terrible. It's one thing that I keep getting hit up and that people keep sharing with me is, hey, my work has cut me down to less than 30 hours a week. So you're basically not considered full-time at that point. So they can cut benefits, they can just do shenanigans to people, but you're supposed to live, and pay your rent and pay your bills that you paid, that you scraped by the month before. You're supposed to do this now. It doesn't make an ounce of sense. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys, because I think it's horrible that we're seeing things like this happen. The other thing is that businesses that were given an edge, whether it be a PPP loan or an EIDL loan, they went to Denver, okay? Which, Denver, Colorado's got some nice areas. It's got a really huge business community, and they're having major problems there right now in Denver. The problem that they're seeing is a lot of these companies that were given this money are done. They're going out of business. So they were given EIDL money, they were given PPP money, and they cannot survive during this time. So you're gonna see this happen more and more. And I have more and more people write me about this because we helped so many people get the grants. We had so many people help them, get the EIDL loans and things like that. But what do we do if we go out of business? We're in trouble because if you bankrupt your EIDL loan, it opens up a DOJ, Department of Justice, investigation on your business. You better be ready to explain why you went out of business. So you can file bankruptcy in this world and you don't have a DOJ investigation. You screw up on your EIDL loan, you have a problem. So I always tell people, don't take this money unless you're ready. And don't borrow any money right now, guys, unless it's going to further your business ahead and move your life forward. Just, it's going to put out all these fires. I'm telling you this right now. Nordstrom's is having trouble. Well, Nordstrom sucks, Dan. They're expensive, okay? No. Okay, they see the writing on the wall, guys, and you need to see the writing on the wall right now. Everything is upside down right now when it comes to real estate. Everything is upside down when it comes to retail right now. So, okay, well, Amazon sucks, Dan. Amazon's the only way to go. Everything else sucks. Okay. You can't live your life that way, guys. I'm telling you, I bought shirts online and same size shirt, same maker, half of them don't fit. Oh, okay. Just got to send them back. Where if I tried them on in the store, oh, these are no good. Put them back right away. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. You're going to see people that are going to go out of business that you never expected to go out of business. But what's going to happen right now is that between now and the end of the year, it's going to be Armageddon. So let me know, guys. Let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know if you think I'm out of my mind. But again, preparation. You need to make sure you have food. All the farmers, I'm telling you, they all are using the, different science. Squirrels are packing for the winter. It's going to be a horrible winter, and we do not have the gas, natural gas. Right now, we're at the lowest level of gas storage, natural gas storage, that we've ever had right now. As we head into winter, what kind of problem is that going to be, guys? Seriously, we could technically run out of natural gas in certain areas of the country. That's never happened before, guys. Okay, well, with the people in charge right now, I don't have a lot of faith that they're going to fix this stuff right now. So share your thoughts, guys, and look at other people. Look at other people that you know and make sure that they're financially okay. You know, again, I ask my friends, I ask business colleagues, I ask people, you know, what's your biggest problem? What's going on? Are you paying your bills? And, you know, finally people open up and they admit if they're having difficulty, but things are supposed to be fantastic right now, and we all know that they're not. These banks are only going to do more and more crap to us, like close these accounts down. And you just have to be ready. And again, the number one solution is to have multiple banks. So if this happens, you're protected. Don't do anything stupid with these banks, because they're watching everything and looking for reasons to shut your account down. So there's that, okay? But let me know what you guys are thinking about all this stuff, guys. Now, we are seeing things change dramatically in real estate week to week. The CEO of Redfin, the real estate company, was interviewed for Market Watch, and Glenn Kelman said, hey, this is remarkably unstable right now, and that we're seeing things be completely different in the marketplace than they have been over the last 2 years. We saw an incredible run-up in prices, but that's over with, and that people need to prepare themselves for what's coming. Now, again, Redfin, let me remind you guys, in I think it was January, February, said that we're going to see a 12% increases in prices for houses this year. What happened to that? Oh, yeah. Okay, please list, please sell, please hang out with Redfin, okay? It's ridiculous, guys, because they know that that's not the case, and they know that that's not what's going to happen. So with that, we're seeing things absolutely drop. How about this? He mentions in the article's below, he mentions that Boise, Idaho, you know, the darling of real estate, where you could basically fog up a mirror to be an agent and sell property, they have a 70% of all the listings right now have a price reduction. 70%. Oh, you know, I sent that one to Scott Walters, and he's like, wow, this is it, man. This is the beginning of this, the major crash. So people are not ready for this. Now, think about this. There are people that purchased homes in the last 2 years that are sitting pretty, that they bought it, they saw the thing shoot up to the moon, and now they're just going to sit there and just watch it trickle down a little bit, and they're going to be fine. It's the people that bought up here that are doomed, and it's the people that have to buy now, that have to have these high interest rates. Think about this. The Fed, okay, I've seen stories about this sent to me from bankers and said, Dan, get ready for a 1.5% bump by the Fed. Think about that. You would have interest rates for mortgages at 8% if they do that. Now, I'm going to get people that write me and say, you know, the guy that wrote you that's an idiot. We could realistically see a 1% jump in September. Okay, what do you think that's going to happen to real estate if that happens, guys? It's going to go through the frickin' roof if that happens. Now, another thing is your job stability. You have to look at big companies and what they're doing. The one and only JP Morgan right now he's done. Jamie Dimon is with Zoom. He is done with, you know, herding cats via the internet. Get in the office. Get in here. We want to see you. Whether you are seen by Mr. Dimon or not, he wants you in the office. So the days of working remotely are done. Finished. Get daycare. Get yourself set up again and get back to work, because they're going to cut people's pay and they're going to cut their jobs. They're going to start firing people, and you know who they're going to fire first? The remote workers first. Well, I'm so valuable, they would never do that to me. Okay. Famous last words, guys. You're going to see completely crazy stuff happen between now and the end of the year. And what would it be like in the winter, in like a New York winter, to have to look for a job? That would be dismal, guys. It really would. So do yourself a favor. Do the thing that's not going to get you fired. Do the thing that's not going to have your bank close the account. Be a good customer. When was the last time you walked into your bank and introduced yourself to the manager and said, hey, how's it going? Just want to let you know what we do in my business and what my wife does, and do that, okay? Why? I don't have the time for that. Okay, well, just remember that when they cut your account down and they're making decisions on individual accounts, it may be the difference of keeping your account or having your account closed. You know, nobody ever got hurt by taking that advice, by introducing themselves and being kind and letting people know what you do, so they understand what your business and what your life is all about. Try it. Let me know, guys, too, what you think about all this stuff. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And out of the New York Post, they are talking about how worm burgers could solve world hunger. Okay, yuck. Okay, you first, guys. Just remember that. Stock up on your food, guys. Yuckadoo. It is anticipated that gas, natural gas, in the UK will go up 80% over the course of the next year. 80%. Look at your natural gas bill and look at what 80% would do. Guys, get ready, because people are not going to be able to afford this. There's that. So nuts, guys. It's absolutely nuts. The final thing is there is a McDonald's in the South that people drove up to the drive-thru and they had children working. And I'm not talking about 15-year-olds. I'm talking about kids that looked like they were under 10. So I would share this video with you, but there's so much profanity in the video I can't share it. But that is crazy, guys. Hey, it's, you know, let's have 10-year-olds work at the McDonald's, you know, mixing drinks and working the fryer. It's crazy. So we're seeing crazy stuff right now, guys. We really are. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget our sponsor, Patriot Gold. Great company. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you're thinking about all this as we enter crazier times right now.